ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to City Skylines After Dark. I'm, of course, the ConflictNerd, and today, well, we need a cemetery, apparently. A crematorium would be nice, but it's a way off, so cemetery it's gonna have to be. Not a huge fan of cemeteries, because you have to empty them to move them, but we'll get one, we'll put it there. And apparently people love it, so, you know, that's fine. But what I would like to do is get a new industrial zone, and I'm thinking it's going to be over here. Now, of course, that does mean that we're going to need to go to highways, we're going to need to get a three-way intersection, and we're going to need to put it, like, there, which is going to be slightly tricky. But we'll do it. We'll do it nonetheless, you know. It's a necessity. It's also very difficult to see what I'm doing right now because it's quite dark. But, you know, it's, I guess you could say it's after dark. It is after, yeah. Oh, God! Oh, I misclicked. Oh, no! No! I misclicked! I wanted to rotate it! I didn't want to place it! Damn it! That is not what I wanted. Can I get some money back? Please. I need the money. Oh dear. How much is that? 16,000, sure. Oh, that was a bit of an error. And click. Right. Okay, that's what I wanted. It doesn't quite line up, but that's fine. We can make it work. We can, well, that's an ugly turn, but it's gonna have to do. Can I do that? Yeah, that's fine. That's beautiful. That's what it is. Beautiful is the way I describe that. Let's connect you. Right, perfect. We have the intersection. Now, obviously, we need the industrial zone, I suppose. Now, let's see what I can do here. Could I make a nice U-turn? I could not. Could I do this? Yeah, I can. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. Can I? No, I can't do that. That's disappointing. I was really hoping I could. Okay, we'll not do that. Let's do what we did before. Oh, bus and taxi lanes would be really useful. No, it wouldn't. It's an industrial zone. What am I talking about? Oh, but that could be useful. Let's pop back here for a minute. I want to upgrade this because those bus lanes are now. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm not entirely sure if this will work the way I think it does, but we'll see. Because the way I'm thinking here is that by what I'm looking at and what I'm thinking, it's still technically a sort of 4-lane road. Is my thinking? Why can't I do this? Oh, money. Yeah. Oh, wow, money. So my thinking is that's still technically a 4-lane road for regular traffic, but services now have a dedicated lane that they can use. Is sort of the way I look at that. And, I mean, what the hell is a new... What? That is an amazing looking car. That's brilliant. Okay. Fair play to you, sir. Fair play to you. Yeah, then services are using that. Apparently the garbage trucks aren't, but that's fine, I suppose. That is fine by me. How much is it to upgrade the rest of this? There's not much more needing done. It looks like I have enough to do it. There we go. Alright, so can regular traffic turn left? Oh, regular traffic looks like it has to go into the bus lane. That's not good. Yeah, regular traffic has to pull into the bus lane to turn left. I'm kind of not okay with that. Kind of not okay with that, but I suppose that happens. That's fine. It's a better looking road than it was. It is definitely a better looking road than it was. Now what I would like to do is come in here with the highway and upgrade you. And then, well, actually no, let's just delete those sections. Then see if, yeah, go away. Don't want to buy the land yet. Connect that. And, oh, just work though. Just work. Just connect. So there. Perfect. That's beautiful. That's everything I wanted it to be. Alright, so they can turn left, but they have to go into the service lane to do it. That's a little bit annoying. That's a little bit annoying, but that's fine, I suppose. It's to be expected. Let's see what we can do here, then, because we obviously do need to make... I don't know if I want to go with the bus lanes anymore. I don't know if I need to. I think we're probably fine as we are. Let's do this. Let's go... Let's turn on snapping for a start. Let's go block that way. Let's go ahead and connect that to there and that to there. Okay. And then I guess just continue with a couple of blocks that way. I don't really have the money to do much here. We'll go a couple of blocks there. Now, obviously, we need electricity, and there isn't really anywhere I can put a wind turbine over here. So that's going to be a little tricky. Could I get that? That is pricey, but I can do it. Okay. So that's a good start. Water is going to be the next problem, because I don't think we're going to be able to... I don't think I have the money to do this. No, I don't. Okay, that's fine. Oh my god, they're moving about so nicely, though. And all of the bikes! So many bikes! I'm so very okay with that. Absolutely okay with that. Okay, there's the money coming back in. I think we might have enough to run some pipes across. Yes, we do. Fantastic. Okay, I think we're probably good to put some industry in here now. Just a little bit. I don't really like putting it on the main road, but that's fine. As a start, it's okay. We just need some industry over here to make people happy. That's what I'm looking for. And that should also bring in some more money. Oh my god, that's building so quickly. That is building so quickly. Alright, let's maybe extend this another 2 blocks. Let's go with a regular road. Say, we'll go, that's 11 units is what that distance is. We'll come down, let's pause for a moment. We'll come down, say, 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. Yeah, that's fine. So, 11, then 4 blocks. Then I want to go up, I want to go over, and I want to go to there. Okay, that's fine. Are we having proper electrical problems, or is it just not connected? Doesn't seem to be connected. Okay, we'll do that then. So that should solve that problem. Now, I've got a little bridge, which is all well and good, but I kind of want to, I think that's probably fine, actually. That is probably a fine-sized area for some industry. Although it is absolutely going to need more water. I feel like the better way to do this would actually be down the sides, around the edges, down like that, and then get rid of the middle section. There we go. So that will connect that place up to the rest of the city. Electricity seems to be an issue. Why is electricity an issue here? Apparently electrical availability is not all that high. Okay. Well, how much is an advanced wind turbine? Is 12,000, but it can give up to 20 megawatts. Versus 6,000 for 8. It might be worth getting one of them. It might be worth doing. We shall see. There is also now more residential demand. I think it might be time to maybe move Thornton Industrial out of there and start putting residential in there. When do we unlock high density? 6,500, so we're over halfway there. It might be worth doing that. We'll see, we'll see. Let's just get the money for one of these. An advanced wind turbine, which we can put on the water. And that will help our water problems, our electricity problems for a little while. That's only 6. That water's not moving all that quickly. There's actually no quick moving water around here. That is out there, but that's beyond my city limits right now. So I guess we'll go with a standard turbine. There we go. That should solve all of our problems for the meantime. This... I do like this out here. I definitely do. I think it might be worth getting rid of Thornton, though. I think it might be time. It might be time. Because we could just expand this down here a little bit and, you know, sort of have them bring industrial goods from this side into the city. Because this is sort of out of our city center area anyway. Speaking of city areas, let's purchase this. There we go. So there we go. We've now got the first bit of land for the island, which I'm actually thinking, where is the water flowing over there? The water here is flowing down that way, so we're not going to be doing that. I was thinking we could maybe dump some sewage here, but I don't think we'll bother. I don't know where to actually dump the sewage. Probably over to that side would be great. But right now, I'm thinking my best bet might be to dump sewage. This is actually the question as well. Do I want to expand that way or this way again? If I go this way again, I can get it in that river and potentially have it flow out of the map away over there. I don't know if I'll expand further onto land or if I'll expand that way and get the islands. I really don't know. But I think what I want to do currently is possibly put another sewage outflow there. Bring the pipe over and connect it all up. That is a bit expensive to do, but it will get rid of the sewage outflow from here, which is kind of important to do, and it's probably a good idea to do it sooner as opposed to later. That is probably for the best. Why do you guys still not have electricity? Are we still having problems? We are. Good lord. I didn't realize. Okay, well, I'll tell you what I'll do. We'll pause. We will de-zone Thornton. We will start... Can I empty this? Empty building into... Oh, I can't actually... Oh, God, we're going to have landfills all the bloody time now, because we can't... Oh, well, I guess we can actually burn it, can't we? You can get the incineration plant, which will be incredibly useful later down the line. We'll go ahead and put... We'll get some garbage trucks. We'll get another one of those. We'll put that there. We'll start... why can't I empty you? There we go. Empty into another facility. There we go. So that's Thornton being emptied. Now, I do realize that some of the electrical connections... Let's try saying that again. Electrical connections, let's not mumble my words, do actually rely on Thornton. So let's just bring that to there, then that to there. And then we can get rid of these connections here. And we should be good. Alright, let's get rid of some buildings. That's the taxi station, so that's going to have to stay. That's fine, actually. I'm fine with the taxi place still being there. Right, so that's that cleared out. That is cleared out. That is going to hurt our income for a little while. But I'm confident that we'll be okay. This is eventually going to be our first high-density area of housing, which is nice. I'm okay with that. It is also going to be incredibly polluted for a while. Maybe commercial would be a better bet for there. I feel like commercial would possibly be a smarter move. We'll see. Can I move this? I can actually afford to do it, which is good news. I want to do that, and then I kind of want to upgrade these roads into that and that. I feel like that's possibly a better bet for a big junction like that, since, like I said, that is eventually going to be our first area of high-density commercial, probably. I'll say commercial. Also, how's this area going? It seems to be fine. Are you all in use? Yeah, you're definitely in use. All right. That's fine by me. That is fine by me. Just keep doing your thing. All right, we have a little bit of money. Let's go ahead and put some commercial in here. That's probably not going to have much effect right now. That probably won't build because there isn't really any demand for it. But that's fine. I think what I'll also do is I will just build commercial around these areas just to fill in the gaps and make it look a little bit more like, you know, we have an actual city here. There is no need for all of that commercial, I realize, which has actually got me thinking that I might have made a mistake doing that, because that'll totally cause issues when people start turning around and saying, yeah, we don't have enough goods to sell, so let's maybe just cut that out a little bit. There we go, so that'll develop eventually. What we do need to do, of course, is get more industry. That is a big, big complaint that people have right now. So let's go ahead and, I suppose, bring... Do I want to do a one-way road here? A one-way road could be the way to go. No. No, we'll not do a one-way road. We'll not do that. I will actually just continue this by 4 blocks, and then bring this down by 4 blocks, then bridge it over again. No, it doesn't really make sense to bridge it over again, does it? And I realize that This needs to come down by 4 blocks, then go to there. That one really should be bridging over. That middle one. It's fine. It's fine. That's a big space for industrial planning. It should be fine. That's gonna be an absolute nightmare for traffic at some point, but it'll be okay. They'll work it out. They're smart, I'm sure. We just need water. That is something I absolutely need. Let's bring this up, over, and done. Alright, so that should totally... This is basically just the strip, but for factories. That's what this is. It's the strip for Holy hell, that's filling out quickly. My god. That's pretty great. That's pretty great to see. That'll definitely help with some of the demand that we have, and as that demand drops, we're getting some demand for residential zoning, which will be hopefully taking over this area fairly soon. We'll see. We will certainly see. It certainly seems like we're having some issues with garbage collection, which I'm not okay with. Definitely not okay with that. There's a petition to build a school in the city. I will get to that. I think the school could probably go over here. The school could actually go in... Oh, that's actually an idea. What if we make this look a little bit... You know, bring some curves to this area of the city. That could be nice. So go block there. Go, like... We're going to have to pause for a minute because I really don't want to permanently destroy that cycle path. Take that to there. Then bring a nice straight road off of... Yeah, there. Take that to there. That seems okay to me. Get rid of the cycle path, because we'll put that back. We'll redo the cycle paths completely. So... I guess the cycle path from here can just be a straight road now. And then one from here. And then I kind of want one from here. Or do I? Maybe from there like that to there. Yeah, that seems fine to me. That seems good. That seems like it does what I wanted to do. We'll take one across there as well. And I'll bring one from here. Out a little bit, and then we'll curve it, just because I like the curvy cycle paths. We'll take it to there. Maybe not quite like that. Come on, come on. Gotta look good, though. You gotta look good. It's got to look good. I said it's got to look good. It's gonna look good. It's gonna. It's gonna look good. It's gonna curve. Down like that. Then around like that. Then like that. Sure. That ought to do it. That's an interesting looking space. Although to me, it's an interesting looking space that could totally have an elementary school in it. Like there. That'd be a good place. Plenty of cycle access so that kids can cycle to school. That's obviously a thing I'm trying to do. Totally planned that. Totally meant to do it. Electrical problems are still across the city. Fortunately, I can fix that. There we go. Not ideal. Definitely not ideal. We could definitely do with a few more of those, but I think we'll be alright. Some garbage problems down this way. There is a garbage truck on the way. It is on the way. You just gotta be patient. You've just gotta be patient. That's all you gotta do. That is all you can do. Alright, and residential demand is climbing there. How much is an elementary school? It's 10,000, which we can afford. Fantastic, that'll cheer people up. School coverage actually pretty bad, if you put it there. Okay, maybe we don't want to put it there then. Or maybe we want to give it a chance and see if they will legitimately cycle to school. I guess we'll try. We can only try, there we go. Right, so there's an elementary school. I guess we should probably save up and get a bus depot next. That would probably be worthwhile. Although I am very curious to see if anyone actually cycles to school. So far, no. So far, no good. You're not cycling to school, you're not cycling to school, you're not cycling to... That's a lot of people cycling, holy hell. That's a lot of people cycling. Oh my god, I just saw someone cycle to school. Someone cycled to school. Alright. My god, that's so many people cycling. I really love those cycle paths. They are the best thing. They really are. They are the best thing. Okay, let's get rid of some of this. We'll put some residential there as well. We'll take these out and put some residential there as well. I guess we'll take that space out, put some residential there, and we'll put some here as well while the demand is about. Oh my god, it fills up so quickly. It really does. It leaves me in awe. It just fills up so quickly. And why? Why would that be there? Let's get rid of that, please. Residential zoning, and then I guess just commercial along here. Seems a little bit silly, but we'll do some commercial alongside the school, bring some down that way, get rid of that. There we go. Alright, that seems alright to me. That seems alright to me. Is this nearly empty? 7% full. Okay, that's fine. Oh, rampant garbage problems everywhere, though. Can we fix that? Landfill usage isn't great. I guess there's just not enough trucks. Or it's just, I guess the coverage is probably pretty bad as well. But what I think I'll do is I will put another one of those in there. I'll put another one there as well. In fact, we'll just do a square of them. There you go. The middle of that site is just made up of landfills now. So the traffic there is going to be an absolute nightmare because there's going to be so many garbage trucks. But hopefully that will be enough to help things a little bit. That should help. Although I'm about to see the results of placing all of those at once and having them flow into my city. That's going to be a nightmare. That is going to be an absolute nightmare. Can I afford a firehouse? I can, actually, which we totally need. So let's put a firehouse just at the end there. There we go. That'll help those guys along a little bit. Big demand for industry. Hopefully we'll see that change at some point. Is this empty? It is 4% full. Just want it to be empty. There are 213 students. Basically, every elementary school student in the city is going to school here. That is fantastic news. Would it be worth maybe ripping out the budget and having no nighttime budget for schools? I feel like that could be worthwhile. Like if I rip out the nighttime budget and set it to half, that actually really cripples the... Oh my god. I didn't think that would happen. Alright, let's put that back up to 100%. 101% at nighttime. How many have we got now? 303. There you go. That extra 1% nighttime budget is helping the extra 3 people in the city. If they want. I mean, if you want to go to school at night, fair play to you. I would rather sleep. Now, can this be empty? Can we please empty this? It's 1%, guys. It's 1%. Come on. Come on, get the last percent. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. There you go. Oh, is that the last percent? That is not the last percent. Okay. That is not it. A lot of garbage trucks, though. Definitely seems like we might be doing okay with garbage coverage. Garbage collection coverage now. A few fires about. Some power problems up the end of there. Fortunately, I can actually afford a few of these. I think it might be worth saving up and getting the coal power plant. I think it might be worth doing that now. If I'm honest. I think we're having enough problems that a coal power plant is probably worth picking up. And seriously, there we go. Now it's empty. We'll bulldoze it. There we go. Alright, we have the slight issue of abandoned buildings. That's something to keep in mind. Oh god, that's going to be a nightmare. I don't have the auto bulldoze mod. That is, yeah, that's going to suck. That's going to suck. I've only just realized I don't have that. Okay, that's going to be fun. Let's go ahead and get the coal power plant then. There we go. That'll provide some good electrical coverage to the city. That is us. Yeah, electrical availability is pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Let's bulldoze you and hope that power coverage is still... No, it's not okay. It's not okay. Let's just extend it that way to make sure it's always okay. Alright, this seems pretty good. I was wondering why there were fences there. I realized that that's the landfills. That actually looks really nice with the fences there. I really like that. I really do. That's a nice touch. That would be a nice option to have, like, versions of these roads with, like, walls at the side, kind of similar to what you have on highways like this. Or not these kind of highways, these slightly upgraded versions. But maybe you just couldn't zone on it. That'd be really nice. That'd be a really nice touch. Some modder get on that. That'd be really good. That'd be really good indeed. Right, what do we need to do? A lot of abandoned buildings that need to be torn down. A couple of burned down buildings too. Tear you down. Tear you down. Yeah, just big demand for residential, and not so much for commercial, which kind of sucks. Was kind of banking on the people wanting commercial, but I suppose that's what happens. Let's get a little bit of residential in there. There we go. All right, that's fantastic. We need to get people wanting commercial though, or just, you know, build a new suburb. Probably worth building a new suburb, to be honest. We should do that, and also get buses. Buses are very important.